Hey folks, welcome back to part 5 of the journey now. So I believe. So in this one, I think I'm going to optimize my GUI a little bit for the Spanish to English translation so that I can actually use in my real life. Now, a few features that I might want to implement is that you can actually save the translation, the pair of translation into your dictionary or something. I think that would be really interesting. So this one is not going to be a real machine learning experience, so make sure to skip it if that's not what you're looking for. But it is going to be huge and monumental to my whole understanding of like computer science and GUI and overall. So I'm deciding to film this. So yeah, briefly explaining, I'll just be updating my GUI. There should be another button where I can click and I'll go to like examples and translation saved. And I need to figure out how to do that. So, yep. Hey guys, I've been recording for like an hour now, and I realized that I never zoomed out of the OBS, which means it was recording my face the whole time. Um, yeah, that was my big mistake. But let me show you guys what I've accomplished since then. So we make the prediction, we want to save it so we can retrieve it later and maybe see in our GUI. This is done right now with here. When we click the translation button, we want to open up the file that I made, a blank file, which is store translations. It was a blank file at first, and then we're going to write to it. We're going to append at the end the input text, which is English, and then actually the input text is in Spanish, and then and I also write the translation to the file, and then close it. So then every time we make a translation, it's going to do this, and then like after, so what I'm working on right now then, so as we can see here, and I made it a little function where if I press this button, it's not going to directly go to the screen, but I'm going to print it in, yeah, I'm going to print it down here. So as you can see here, it is printing my translations, but of course we want to display that in a kind of graphical format um, in the GUI. So I'm implementing that right now. And the way is that I'm thinking is there are these things called screen managers in Kiwi. The idea is that I make this the home page, and then when I press this, I go to like a history page, and then there's a back button that I can press to go back to the screen. When I go to the history page, I'm gonna load all of the data in the store translation.txt and then get it rolling. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. Guys, we finally got it working. I'm so proud. So the Kiwi language is really complicated, but I've decided to use it. First of all, maybe I can learn a little bit about the KY language just in case I need to build Python GUIs in the future. And that it seems like the tutorials on Screen Manager usually utilize this KY language thing, so I kind of had to learn this. Um, yeah, you know what? This episode is really just about the KY language and the GUI, nothing about machine learning. But what I built is a little system. Um, this thing right here, when I build the app, it returns the Screen Manager, and the Screen Manager contains this thing right here, basically. And in one of these things right here, we have a box layout, and then we also have a button inside with the ID of history button. So I mean with a text input inside with a text with the ID of Spanish input. And the way we access that is that we got to define the class with the same name with this, define the type, and then add add a function, and then refer something inside of this home page by doing self.ids dot whatever that ID is, and then you can gain access to that element. So it's really complicated. I did not think it was this complicated. I got really confused. So, but I got it now. So that's cool. Yes. Let's go. So it works now. I mean, of course not whatever was translated. This is super poor translation. But it works. So this took me such a long time, man. It's 7 o'clock now. It's took me like 2 hours already. But okay, now let's just let's actually now build a screen manager. Hey guys, then by now I think I've created the application. I don't think I'm gonna do any further updates, but basically what this app does right now is you can go back to home, you can write a translation. So let's write a new translation. We can try to do me llamo Andrew, which should mean my name is Andrew, but it's probably gonna output something weird. I love me. Okay. So if we go to view your previous translations, um, and we press view the history, it's going to fetch the data from that file that we initially said that we're going to put the translations in, and therefore it says that right there, me llamo Andrew, I love you. So all works now. I think I'm pretty happy. I don't think I will be posting videos on this project anymore, so I'm basically done with this project. I will be, however, on myself, probably going to train a model with all of the examples, right? Because I only use 10,000 examples, and that's why um my translations fundamentally don't work, right? Like me llamo Andrew should not be I love me, and maybe update the GUI a little bit more. So I separated these with a tab, as you can see right here. So maybe I can do, when I read the tab, I'm going to split that into two, and then put the English on the left side and the translation on the right side, something like that. But I don't think I'm going to post any more videos on it. So I'll see you on the next project then. The next video should be on choosing my next project. So I'm really pumped about that. See you guys next time.